Hello and welcome. My name is Oren, and today we're going to speak about license server redundancy. So I will share my screen quickly. License server redundancy, why and how? So, it, everyone knows that we need redundancy with computing systems so they don't go down and our activity is stopped. But the mainly licensed application are not like production application running. It happens, but it's mainly used to plan things, design, and so on. So I think the main reason for license server redundancy is the loss of productivity that might be related to license server downtime. So let's take this example that I put here, a company with 100 engineers using some application, 8 hours of downtime because server crashed and we need a new license file from the vendor and takes time to manage everything. $100 per hour per engineer, the total cost, and we get $80,000. So that's a significant loss of money. And for that, we would like to have a redundant licensing system. So, uh, what are possible implementation? So one is the implementation as provided by the vendor. So many examples, FlexLMTired, RLM, virtual license pooling, we'll explain that later, also tried in details. IBM Loom HAL, that's an old license manager. DSLS, which is modern and based on IBM Loom, and they have DSLS cluster, and so on. The other method is like homemade failover implementation, as done by many users of FlexLM, and I will explain that. So let's start with the FlexLM triad as an example for the first group. I'm not going into details because we'll have a video about that, a dedicated one. So the implementation is based on 3 license servers, all get the same license file from the vendor. At any moment, there is one master, and the license software can connect to any of them. And if one crashes and the others are defined in the license path for the license software, then it will take a license from the other one, because it doesn't matter. You don't have to connect to the master. If you connect to one of the slaves, you will still get a license from the master. You always see the status on any moment on any of the license server. We'll talk about the benefits and the problems related to IBM Triad, but that's the implementation. Second is a simple failover implementation. I've seen that many customers use it. So the vendor provides not one server, but 2. Provides a clean license for 2 servers. The agreement between the user and the vendor is based on trust, and the idea is that the customer can use only one of the license server on the same time. And the idea is that we have a master and a backup. The best backup, sometimes I've seen implementation where the backup is not actually running, it's off. And in case we start it. The other implementation is that 2 of them are running, but we consume only from one of them. I will explain in details maybe on another occasion, but the client in the license server path has 2 license servers, and one, it will always take the license from the first one. So if license is not available, it won't jump to the second one. If the first one, master LM, is down, then it will jump to the second one. So the switching here is based on the design of the client, and it needs to be tested, because sometimes if you can't get a license from the first one, it will automatically jump to the second one, and that's not what we want in this case. So that was the simple failover implementation, to name it. And let's summarize the session for today. So we spoke about the license server redundancy and why is it needed. And we described one commercial implementation for FlexLM as representative for the others, and one is a homemade implementation based on two identical license servers. So thank you for listening today. Next time we'll speak about go into details of each specific implementation.